ready, MP? You gotta play the game of your life tonight just for us to even have a chance.
Yo, I know I cooked you last time we played J Moore, but that's Nike's EYBL Select out there. If we're not all on point, they're gonna take turns dogging us. It ain't just on me tonight.
Yeah, but you're checking ice. Dude's a future lotto pick, man. I'm nice and all, but he's on a different level.
Hey, yo, I'm not scared of anybody I'm matched up against.
Oh, yeah? Then why were you wearing street clothes when we played you guys? Disciplinary reasons? That's mad fishy, bro.
Yo, I know you're not talking. You lucky you didn't have to guard me.
If you say so.
Okay, since y'all all highly regarded, why don't y'all tell me what's so special about Tyson Ice McCall? Hey, I'm serious. Put that high basketball IQ to use and help me help us. Hey, Tyson. What's up, bro? I mean, it's finally good to meet you, and I want...
Welcome, everyone. It's the EYBL Showcase. We have a fantastic game full of young all-star talent from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And guys, what a great group we have here tonight.
Oh, we've got stars from all over the country, and they're all looking to leave a lasting memory in this one. I'm sure we'll be seeing some future faces of the sport here.
As you said, Danny, the future is going to be on full display here tonight.
And scouts will be very interested in this matchup, despite it being an exhibition game. When you have this much talent gathered together on the court, the basketball world can't help but notice. Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL, getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
Taking a look at the starters for the Nike EYBL All-Stars tonight, it's Joey Johnson at point, with Jonathan Lack taking the 2 spot, Bryant Cologne and sharpshooter Tyson Ice McCall at the 3 and 4, and respectfully Al Pachumsi patrolling center. And you look at this WCBL All-Star lineup tonight, Devontae Mills is their floor general. He's joined by Jaden Moore in the backcourt. And then you have MP Drexel Carrington and Miles Thunderstone bringing the heat up front. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
Now here's Cologne. The layup off target. Right side, Moore. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Solid work around the rim by Moore. He doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
Outside, Lack. Pass to Cologne. Shoots the 3. That's in. Coming off a nice assist from Jonathan Lack.
They were looking for him on that possession. Beyond the arc, finds some space.
You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumped... Oh, my goodness!
Oh, you kidding me?
What a play.
Wow!
Whoa, that was crazy to even attempt.
He didn't just try it, he pulled it off. That was awesome.
Come on, that's a high school kid. It's not fair, no way.
And the whistle blown against MP. That's his first foul. On defense, the West. 3-point lead. Al Pachumsi on the wing. Lack. Pass to Cologne.
Carrington's a very sharp defender. He has a lot of skills that make him a threat on that end of the floor.
For 3, Moore. His shot falls, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And this is where you have to talk. Defensively, guys, that was just too easy.
Outside, Lack. Now Pachumsi. It's stolen by Stone. And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall. Currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K U250, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
Now here's Mills. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And MP gets it to go.
D's got to do a little better. That's a high percentage shot if they don't get right in his face.
The EYBL All-Stars trail. Nicole from long range drills it from deep.
And comes right back with a three of his own.
Looking to match the three they just made, I love it.
And he lobs it up. And MP throws it down.
And the lead just gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming on the end of an alley-oop.
Oh, they've got this team hanging on for dear life.
And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players, this has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes. 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels.
Outside, it's Johnson. Pass to Cologne. Now here's Perchumpsey. Stone defending. Outside, it's Johnson with just 5 to shoot. McCall with the ball. Now guarded by MP. Here's Perchumpsey, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That was just sheer muscle on Perchumpsey's part. He simply wanted that rebound more than anyone else.
You're kidding me.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Hey, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. That's clear.
And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well. He sees the trajectory of the shot, and he created his own basket. For being so laid back, Miles Stone, he always has a huge impact on the game.
Muscling through the contact, they call the foul, and he's on the first half. It's the WCBL All-Stars. They lead by 13. And don't go away. We'll be back right after the break. Thanks for joining us as we start. And so it's the EYBL with it. 4-point game. Outside, Tombo. Pass to Leftos. That one goes.
And the offense just keeps raining down. Neither team has been able to defend consistently.
And I would expect more of that as both defenses seem to be wearing down a bit.
Kept alive. And Stone hits the jam. And as accomplished as Miles Stone is on the court, you wouldn't guess that by meeting him. He's the most laid-back player you'll ever meet.
Yeah, it's funny. He's relentless out there in the post, backing guys down, dunking all over them with authority, and bringing the thunder. But talk to him off the court, and it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Just a very laid-back and chill kid.
MP on the left side. And that one's good. It's Schrader.
That's the body control you need if you're going to take on a bigger defender inside.
Like the fearless attitude that he shows.
Here's McCall. Here's Robinson. MP with the block. Pass to Schrader. Return to MP. Count it. It's good.
A stop now would be huge for this team as they try to pull away.
Time to take charge. Grab that W.
Now a timeout called by EYBL.
Huntsy, Brian Cologne, Jonathan Lass, Joey Johnson. Substitution for West All-Stars.
Outside, Black. Pass to Cologne. Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Cologne can't hit. The West All-Stars leading this one. Well, what a battle we've seen between MP and McCall so far. They've each had their moments in this one.
You can tell there's a lot of competitive fire between these two, and they both want to get the best of each other. But for as high of a prospect as McCall is rated, MP's done a fantastic job of hanging with him in this game. Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well have been. He really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly his defense that threw off the shot there.
With some sauce on that slam.
Impressing everyone in the gym, including us.
Well, that dunk, it's going viral. Could be millions of views.
Outside, Black. Cologne kicks it to McCall to end the run. That miss puts him at 53% shooting tonight, 8 of 15. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I've got to say, when he threw that pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Me either, and neither did the defense, clearly.
Timeout called by the EYBL. A challenging stretch for the EYBL in this one. McCall outside. And again, it's the EYBL All-Stars missing the shot. Mills, he's covered by Johnson. MP outside. Here's the 3. Good again, and he's now 9 for 13 shooting.
They're creating some separation on the scorecard now.
A nice cushion, and they're not even taking their foot off the gas.
Black for 3. Rebounded by Stone.
A lot of bricks put up off his shots, and one reason is he keeps trying to force it when he's guarded. Move the ball around.
Past MP. The basket's good. That coming off an assist from Stone.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, and on behalf of Drake and the crew, we'd like to officially welcome everyone to garbage time.
Outside, it's Johnson. Up top, Black. Cologne. Now McCall, covered by MP. With 4 to shoot. Their offense is stone cold. Another miss there. Now here's Mills. Here's MP. The kick to Carrington. And another 3 for the WCBL.
This run has really put them in the perfect position.
And with no signs of slowing, they aim to keep expanding that lead.
4 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Chalk up 2 right there.
Gotta credit the D. They were in a good position. But McCall, he's just on another level. Tyson is one of the brightest young basketball talents out there.
So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their talent in the win tonight.
What an upset we just witnessed. Against a very talented group, MP was more than up for the challenge. I can't wait to see what the future holds in store for him. You have to think the MP ceiling is sky high at this point.
Absolutely, Drake. And then for the EYBL All-Stars, a lot of talent.
All right, we're here with MP. MP, big win for you guys as a WCBL All-Star stun. The EYBL select in a massive upset. Talk about how'd you do it. How are you feeling now that it's over?
I'm just so proud of our guys. Everyone, you know, for most of us, this is our first time playing together. First time playing a game at this level, and everybody came out and handled their business and came together when we had to in order to beat what's a talented team over there. This is an unbelievable win. Just unbelievable.
Okay. But the matchup everyone was talking about heading into tonight was you versus Tyson Ice McCall. Not only did you win, you came with the MVP of tonight. Was that your goal coming into tonight?
No, but yeah. I mean, I always try to win and do my best, and tonight I had to go through Ice to do that, and y'all know how good he is. I definitely wanted to put on a show tonight. I knew if we
Turning into a really exciting season.
Well,
Hey, there he is,
Hey,
the man of the hour. Great game,
Good to see
MP.
you. Good to
Great
see you.
game, man.
Thanks. So do you think that made up for me being suspended?
Oh, well, it certainly can't hurt. I'll put it that way.
Okay, so what happens next?
Well, now, let me give me a few days to get all my ducks in a row. We want to wait for some colleges to maybe show interest who didn't show any before, or maybe some who already liked you want to come forward, some bigger offers or better roles. We also still want to see where you land on the final 250 of the year.
Right.
When I get a full picture, then we'll get together, go over your options. I just don't want to rush anything,
Hey, that all sounds great to me.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, hey, listen, give me a few days, I'll hit you up. Meantime, baby, you do you.
already did.
All right.
All right. Hey, what's good, Tyson? Hey, man, I've been meaning to ask you one last question. Like, why do they call you Ice? Is it because you freeze up in clutch situations? Because, I mean, you look shook out there.
Congrats. Well, now you can watch me on TV and tell all the truckers at the diner you beat me once.
Ooh, nice sub. Hey, did you want some extra ham and mayonnaise mustard with that?
I would say I'll get you next time, but we're never going to play again. You don't have a future in this, NP.
Right. Come here. Yeah. Look at that scoreboard. I mean, your jaws must be, like, killing you. Because I don't understand how you're talking right now.
Okay. I really hope you enjoy your shining moment,
Yeah.
but this is as good as it's going to get for you, NP.
Oh, but it's so good.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off, so I'm going to get right to it. The play next year is Europe. That's your path to the NBA.
Wait, you're not kidding. Europe?
Mm-hmm.
No. The play is college. It's always been college.
Plans change, MP.
No, I did everything. Everything I was supposed to. I'm ranked. I have scholarships. Why are we changing the plan now?
Listen. You did an amazing job these past few months. But the problem is that you came into the game too late. You have too much ground to make up for, and you can't do that in college, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Kelly. I'm starting to wonder if you should be my agent.
All right. Can I make my case?
The floor is all yours.
Okay. You can answer questions in Europe that you can't answer in college. Questions that NBA GMs need answers to if they're going to draft you. And most importantly, you can answer them next year. College is at minimum a 2-year plan. You've got too many established players ahead of you to hit as a freshman, and every year you don't get drafted, your odds of getting drafted plummet.
Okay. I want to see what you see. So, walk me through it.
The biggest question facing 80% of players entering the draft is whether they have an NBA body. You go to Europe, play against grown men, you've answered that question.
Still not seeing it. What else you got?
You can prove you don't have character issues.
Man, I was late to one game.
And got suspended for the biggest game of the only season you have played in competitive club league ball. It's not fair, but it's out there. You go to Europe, you can prove that you play with a professional work ethic, and now you've answered another question, a big one.
Okay, so I'm behind. How do I make up all this ground?
In Europe, you'll devote every waking minute to basketball while your peers are back home sweating out midterms. That's a huge advantage. And not for nothing, but the salary in Europe is way better than any NIL you're
The
getting.
only money I care about is the NBA money. I'm not trying to fumble that bag because the NIL isn't good enough.
I make a percentage of your salary, MP. I'd be a fool to do anything that jeopardizes your NBA career.
That's a good point. I have nothing.
Look, we live in a world with Wemby, Luka, and Giannis. Scouts know how to evaluate what you're doing overseas. And by the way, you wouldn't be the first American to do this either. Ask LaMelo if he regrets skipping college.
Do I have any offers?
2 of them. I wouldn't bring this to you on a whim. The first one is from Basket Madrid in the Spanish National Champions League, the most competitive league in Europe. If you thrive over there, you are guaranteed to get drafted.
Okay, so what's the other one?
Paris FC Basket in the French Basketball Super League. They got a lot of first-round prospects this year. Outplaying them will cement your spot on any GM's draft board.
I'm not gonna hold you. I like how those sound.
Plus, I'm hiring a professional videographer to chronicle it all, so GMs will see everything you do. Look, I know it's not what you pictured, but if you're honest with yourself, I think you'll know it's the right move.
When you're saying all of that, it makes sense in my mind. But, not gonna lie, it doesn't feel great.
Well, it'll feel a lot better when you hear your name called on draft night.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm in. I just hope you know what you're talking about, Mr. Kelly.
Well, what's it going to be? France or Spain?
Let's see. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP. Welcome to the